Come on! Football!
It is time for another film breakdown here where we get to sit down with two former NFL offensive linemen, Jeremiah Sirles and Alex Boone, and learn something. And today we're going to learn something about the arm of Trevor Lawrence and the legs of Trevor Lawrence against Jeremiah's old squad, the Buffalo Bills. Little jet lag there going to London.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, did you hear that they were bitching about the field? They were like, oh, the field was terrible. Dude, we've been saying those fields were terrible for years.
They're
I don't
soccer
wanna hear
pitches.
It. Dude, they are.
The pitch, yeah. Alex, it's called a pitch.
No, I think they actually laid down turf for these games.
Yeah, they're not. They're terrible.
They laid
They're
down
horrible.
like AstroTurf for these games. They took the pitch out because I think the soccer players were like, "There's too many divots."
It's
These
still
large
terrible.
men.
Messi made a phone call.
Yeah,
to
these
somebody.
large
he's in the
men
US
hurt
now,
my
yeah.
pits.
Dude, they used
Whatever.
to be so long.
Now, I will
grass
say
was-
this kept my tattoo league alive. This
Hey.
game keeps the tattoo league alive for us. Mackie, you're out because Cardinals.
What do you
ain't
mean?
winning
The
it.
Cardinals are off to a much better start than anyone thought. I'm a little
Yeah.
nervous. I don't have any
I'm a little
tattoos.
nervous.
So
I'm
what,
older.
Booney, if the Dolphins win the Super Bowl, Booney gets a Dolphins tattoo. If the
Yeah.
Jags win the Super Bowl, Jeremiah gets a Jags tattoo. If the Cardinals win the Super Bowl, I get a
Dude,
Cardinals
my
tattoo.
wife's gonna be so pissed if I have to get a Jacksonville Jaguars tattoo.
Do we get to pick where it is?
No,
Yes.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
That was not a part
Come
of
on,
the
dude.
stipulation.
Yes, your neck. I want to see Mike
I
Tyson
want
right,
side of
I'll
your
back of
face.
the
All right, I want a giant cardinal right on that nice bald spot on top of your head there, Mackie. Nice cardinal right there, bright red for everyone to see.
My wife has been asking me, like, she has 15, 20 tattoos. When are you going to get your first one? Like, honey, it's going to be an Arizona Cardinals tattoo. They made a miraculous run to the Super Bowl. I don't know what to
You'll
tell
never
you.
guess.
Joshua Dobbs, baby.
So, all right, I just pulled a few of Trevor Lawrence's big time throws in this game as the Jaguars are looking. The Jaguars got off to kind of a weird start this season, and they're looking to get back into AFC contention. So, I want you guys to talk us through some of these big time throws. And if you're enjoying these film breakdowns, please click the subscribe button and the like button on the O-Line Committee YouTube channel. Help us grow this offensive line lifestyle community. Okay.
Hey, before you begin, I want to say that this Trevor Lawrence is throwing some dimes, dude, and he is taking some shots. I mean, he's getting hit really hard. I think it's weird. It's not weird to say this, but like, it's refreshing to see a quarterback come into the league, not have success, but then come back and still do well while still taking shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't see that a lot. A quarterback not do well, and all of a sudden they're in the, they're just not playing well, and they never come out of it. They no matter what, they keep sinking lower and lower. It's kind of nice to see Trevor Lawrence coming out of that and playing really well, even though he's taking a lot of unnecessary hits.
I just love his leadership ability. His ability to weather the storm, his ability to, that team's been so up and down, and he's been the first one to step up and say, like, yeah, I got to play better. I mean, in reality, what was that? Was that just last year or 2 years ago when he threw like 3 picks to start the game against the Chiefs and ended up battling them back? Like, he has shown a lot of poise and leadership, and they finally got him some really good weapons. Calvin Ridley was a massive signing for them.
Mm-hmm.
Ingram has been a massive signing for them. And then ETN starting to come in his own. They have as many offensive weapons as some of the top-tier teams, which is why if Lawrence can just continue to get better and put it together, they're a legit contender in the AFC.
Yeah, and to your point, Boone, about sometimes a quarterback just ggets off to the wrong start in the NFL, gets hit too many times, whatever. In this case, the whole Urban Meyer thing in that first year, like it didn't work on any level, and he was mature enough and talented enough, Trevor Lawrence. And I think with Doug Peterson has a proven track record too of working with quarterbacks.
He's great, Doug, and I think bringing him in was a great idea, especially after someone like Urban Meyer who comes in and just blows up a building for you. Like, hey, you guys don't even need to do it. We just hired the guy to do it. Oh my god,
Just kicking the kickers.
Yeah, right. And I love how. By the way, can we just talk about how like all of that just got swept over and he's back on like College Game Day,
and he's going to be like at Michigan State next year. Just
nobody cares anymore. Like everyone's like, oh, whatever he did down there, they probably deserved it. Those guys, those grown men, they get paid a lot of money. But no, seriously, Doug Peterson coming in, kind of rechanging that whole culture to bring it back to like, hey, no, we are a good team. We can do this.
He put ETN at receiver. They drafted a running back early in the draft, and they were like, hey, bud, you go there, play receiver. Like, wait, what? Like, and he's one of the best running backs in the league right now.
Yeah,
it's the best.
So we'll go wide here, end zone view, and we'll roll some of these plays here from
Here we
Jaguars
go,
win.
boys.
Empty it out. Getting
go back.
Getting crushed.
I just told you.
Getting crushed.
Unnecessary hit, throwing a dart, right? Ed Oliver.
Yeah, by the way, he gets smoked on a lot of these, and
he gets murdered. Ed Oliver just beats this right guard like a drum, who I'm pretty sure is Brandon Sheriff, who gets paid a lot of money.
Sure does.
And I do think Fortner screws him here a little bit. I think Fortner.
It's a hole call for sure.
It's a hole call, but if you look at it, Fortner looked initially like he was sliding right, and then he bails back left because Sheriff here thinks he has guard or center help. Like, go back.
Dude,
like,
he took a blow.
So just keep an eye on this little A gap.
Go all the way back. Let me see if I can see a declaration by the center.
I want to see it too. Go back.
Like, I want to see a declaration by the center if they have one here.
Hold on.
So,
hold on.
Boom. Oh, so he
Right
points.
there.
He points 43.
Yeah.
He points 43, which means 43 is our linebacker, and Sheriff is the trigger man. So Sheriff is the one looking back here. This is not on Brandon Sheriff. I apologize for slander towards you, Brandon Sheriff. This is on Luke Fortner as the center. Right? He says, hey, 43 is our guy. Sheriff turns around. He takes a quick look, goes, 43 standing over the top of me in the B gap. I'm going to set half a man here. Luke Fortner's going to be right in my hip, and we'll be good to go. Luke Fortner decides to go rogue. He goes full rogue here, and he thinks, I need to get back over here and help my left side. And just like Sheriff's thinking Fortner's going to be right in his hip pocket there, and hey, I got to get out here and help.
He's even got a hand on him. Look, he's like, I'm helping you.
He's thinking, I got to get to Von Miller here on this outside here, number 40. And this dude just lets him go. And again, like Boone said, this is an unnecessary hit. You have this protected. And look,
that's a hit, dude.
He's getting smoked and
he
drops a
dart.
dime. Is that Zay Flowers? Not Zay Jones. Yeah, Zay Jones.
Dude.
I mean, against his old Buffalo squad, that is an absolute dart.
God, that's to stand in there like that. And you'll see more here, too. So what are we at? We got a third down here, 3rd and 5. There's just a lot of big back-breaking third down plays that these guys made.
Yeah, they converted a lot of third downs.
By the way, I love how the lingo has just picked up like we're in the room. Like, that's something somebody would say, like, dude, why'd you go rogue? You going rogue on us, dude? What the hell? You called a Rocco and then you left?
Yep.
Here we go.
Oh, Cam Robinson.
Come on.
Cam Robinson.
This dude is too talented to be getting hit like that. Look at this dart.
Leonard Floyd identified number 43 again, pushing left. Right's one-on-one.
Double barrel, they drop. We can get help out. Keep going. Wait, get there. Center's got to go.
This is a TE, right? So go back. The left
Center's
guard
got to be there.
The left guard's dead before it even begins because watch his initial set.
So a TE for fans is a tackle
91,
twist.
91 and 58, the two outside guys on the left, Mac.
Oh, got it. Right, yeah.
So the idea, 91 is going to rush through
these guys bail.
Yep, 91, here's how this works. 91 is going to rush through the inside shoulder of the tackle, right? He's not trying to pick him. He's trying to just rush vertically through the inside shoulder of the tackle. 58 here, Leonard Floyd is going to push 3 steps up the field and loop. And the idea is to get 91 to skinny through and get the guard to turn so that 58 can come flying through here. Now, the center's there for the loop. But watch 91 here as he goes right through the inside hip. See him right there? He's going right through the inside hip of that tackle.
Go back.
And because the guard set the way he did, they're not going to be able to pass this off at all.
Watch, he doesn't punch him. And when he goes to put his hands on him, he drops his outside foot, which opens him up. See right there, that move right there, you're beat because you have no power. And so he's going to skinny through here. And at the same time, you're not going to have enough power to push him off. And this looper is going to come through. Dude, that's a bad step by the left guard.
But and yet, again, Lawrence stepping into the throw, doesn't fade away, right? So many quarterbacks, we saw it when we broke down the Ravens earlier, Lamar Jackson's falling away, right? Falling back. This dude knows he's going to take a lick, puts his front foot in the ground, and just throws an absolute laser.
Now, how do we want to fix this? Go back. Guard. What are we doing here? Number one, we're punching the penetrator. As long as 69 punches at Oliver, this is a dead play. If right there, go back half a tick. He shows his chest to you, right there. Punch him. You'll send him out to Cam. Now, Cam doesn't need to be so turned. He could be a little more square. But at the same time, center. You need to be over here too. Because if we even shut this penetrator down, it looks like the looper's going to get through because you're going back to help over here. See what I'm saying? So either way, dude's getting hit. Very unnecessary.
Whole shot right between the corner and the safety.
Bang.
12 personnel. Little play action here.
Oh, God.
Jeez Louise. Calvin Ridley has been such a weapon for them.
Yeah,
I mean, he takes the year off because he wanted to play some bets, but he looked back and he came back refreshed and ready.
He
to
had
roll.
a great time on DraftKings, though. That's DraftKings.com.
These were some of my favorite protections. This is like a 394.
This is the worst protection in the world if you're the right tackle.
Well, that's why I said I never had to play tackle. I was
my
a guard.
least favorite protection
This
of all time.
was my
On an
favorite.
island
Because,
here.
hey, this is when I used to get on the tackles. Like, you know what? You make all that damn money. Shut up and get out there. Because the guards are always pinned in with either the center or the backside tackle. You're pretty much on your. You can get help, but it's tough here. And go back. What happens is, go back.
Oh, sorry.
I love the double teams inside. It's a chance for us to get on these dudes, kind of beat them up a little bit. At the same time, we get a little play action. We get these linebackers stepping up. We've been running the ball really well. It's well run. But what happens is, pause it right there. See how the right tackle's completely turned right there? Mm-hmm. Like at some point, you can't be that turned. You have to go out there and shoot your hands and start a fight on him. And it would just help widen the pocket a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? To keep Trevor from stepping up in here. But it's at the same time, it's not a bad protection because everybody else is crushing. Look, we got a dude on the ground. We got a looper coming around that's in no effect. Tight ends are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing for once.
And Trevor, because he's so athletic and he sees everything in slow motion, this is not really even a threat. Like, you watch this, a lot of quarterbacks get sacked on that play. Or at least get a hand on a jersey or something.
They get
right?
sacked on that play when you get pressure up the middle. And so because you had two double teams on the right guard and the center and the left guard and the left tackle, we're able to firm the depth of the pocket there. It allows him to step up and make this throw.
Firm the depth of the pocket.
Come on.
There you go.
Football.
That's a room term. That's a room
is
term.
a
You got to
room-
keep. Hey, tackles keep the width. Guard centers you keep the depth. Right, like those are what you do. And so that's a great job keeping the depth of the pocket there and allows him to step up and make that throw.
One more big time throw here for you guys. Trevor Lawrence.
Empty
Look
protection.
at that defense. Look at
Empty
that.
protection, double wides.
They run at full speed.
I'm
first.
excited.
Which way are we going?
We're
Identifying it right.
Time.
Oh
Go back.
gosh.
Look at that,
That
throw.
dog
This is
to Calvin Ridley.
this is to ice the game, isn't
Stupid.
it?
Yes,
This is
dude,
to ice the game. I
this
remember watching this.
Was
third down.
stupid. Oh my god.
So it's
a big
empty.
third down.
It's empty. So they send 6, right? Because they know they're like, hey, he's got to get the ball out quick. We're gonna make him throw it. We know he's gonna have to throw hot because it's only a 5-man protection. So they identify right, and so
I would have gone left. I'm just gonna say it. I would have gone left.
Yeah, but you.
He's
don't
on
know,
the
dude.
line. He's on the line.
He's on the line, but at the same time, like, I feel like you want to go right because that's where he's gonna want to throw the ball.
So you're saying you go left?
No,
because
yeah, you're right. You go left here.
You
this
go
dude's
left.
up
He's
closer.
on the line.
Yeah,
Yes.
you wanted the most dangerous MMF, right? Was it AMF? You got to block AMF.
All these.
What is it, Boone?
MF.
All
all
these.
these motherfuckers, baby. Gotta get them all. Hey,
Yeah,
this is my
so
favorite
for the
pro.
fans here, so we got 3, and then you're saying we got
Two,
4, and then 5,
Well, not
6
only that,
here,
but
right?
I like it too because you're letting him know, like, hey, the pressure's coming in your face. Like, you're gonna either see it right now and get rid of the ball. You're gonna know exactly when you're gonna get hit. When you go away from it and you don't really let him see it, I mean, I just feel like it puts a little bit of added pressure on the quarterback to be like, you don't see the guy about to hit you, but you know you're gonna get hit.
Yeah,
Why
I would-
don't
I
they
would
slide
redirect
left here?
this.
Why don't
Play
you?
call.
Because in
Play
the letter
call.
of the law, they were like,
Yeah.
hey, we've seen this. We want to go 5-0 here. But see how, and even so, he rushes outside. And even I was thinking I would go left, even if he was rushing inside that defensive end. But he's still going to go outside. Like, you, once again, unnecessary hit that he needed to take. But it's hard to tell a center, hey, listen, we want to do this week. But in a game moment, like right now, be like, you know what, I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to go left.
Game
here.
on
Like,
game on the line. Everything's
Can't do
going
that.
like
That's
you come
hard.
out with your initial call. If Trevor wanted to switch this, he should have switched it.
Sure.
You know, I think what happened is Trevor walked up to the line of scrimmage here. He saw the blitz. He knew what was coming, and he knew exactly where he was going with the ball, and he wanted to get this thing hiked before they could check into anything else.
Yeah.
Right? So he knows he's hot. Like, he knows for a fact he's going to get lit up, right? And he just knows, I'm going to pick my one-on-one coverage. I'm going to take my best wide receiver against their safety and delivers a just perfect ball on the outside.
Insane.
that was
So,
insane, dude.
and pretty much all of those, he was taking just
Shots.
big-time hits and just throwing
And
dimes.
he took like 3 sacks in the game too. One of them he like did the splits. I was like,
Yeah, I
dude,
thought he got
this-
hurt.
This dude
Yeah.
cannot be getting hit like this all the time. You have to find a way to.
But
protect
it's something to track throughout the years. Like, we talk about these quarterbacks that are taking hit after hit after hit. They break down. Like they eventually at the end of the year are not able to stand in there and do that. Or you start seeing kind of what's happening to Kirk Cousins right now. Their internal clock speeds up, right? And so even when they're not pressured, they're throwing balls early, right? Like you saw it last week. Kirk Cousins, he threw it to KJ Osborne a full half second before he was even out of his break. Like KJ never had a chance. And there wasn't a lot of pressure in his face, but he's been so conditioned to just being hit and taking a hit as he's releasing it. The quarterback's internal clocks will speed up. And when that happens, they start moving things off rhythm, things at a time, and they deliver bad balls. So you got to try and keep these quarterbacks up more clean throughout the beginning of the year.
Yeah. There it is, man. Jacksonville Jaguars. The tattoo dream is still alive for Jeremiah.
Sirles, I'm thinking right here. Right?
No regrets.
No
regrets. Go Jags. No regrets. Go Jags.
Let's go. Please click the subscribe button and the like button here on this O-Line Committee YouTube channel. And thank you guys. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers.
So close.
Maybe by the time you watch this, we will be at 10,000 subscribers. So thank you to all of you. Alex, Jeremiah, I'm Phil. We'll see you for the next film review.